Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Happy Thursday. What's happening? If you guys are still here, I hope I didn't miss you because I've been off and on, in and out. Y'all know how it is. What's happening, ladies? I am blessed and doing absolutely amazing. How you doing, Miss Patty? I hope you're doing well if you're still here. If not, I'm sorry I missed you. Hello, pre-retirement. How you doing, Miss Lady? How's everything going? I'm at the crib chilling back, as they say. I hope y'all doing well. Happy Thursday. What's happening out on the YouTube streets, as they call it, streets? We just chilling back and we're actually relaxing for a change instead of being running ragged around here. You know how life be lifing. We be all turned up all kinds of ways. And I said too, I'm gonna stop all of that foolishness and really relax and enjoy myself more, even if I gotta spend some extra time in the shower. You know what I mean? Instead of, rushing out of there, and if I, feel that I want to stay in the tub a little bit longer, you know what I mean? Instead of flying out all wild. You know how it be sometimes. You feel like you got to keep rushing and getting and going, you know? You guys may hear some stuff in the background where people talk because I'm with the fam. You know how that go. She says still hanging out. Well, I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing good too. Pre-retirement, I am too. I'm chilling. And you know what? I promise you guys. One thing that I realize too. Sometimes when you're like the matriarch of your family, you kind of, you do the most, and you don't give yourself enough time to kind of chill back. And then in some cases, people can't. You know what I mean? If they're the breadwinner or they got somebody handicapped or whatever, just different dependencies. But I still feel that you still have to give yourself some kind of break in this thing called life, because we've been set up here, y'all, and be to set back and everything that just flew by because we're so caught up on doing the most. And I'm not saying that because see, a lot of people, when you talk like this, I have to watch what I say because people they misunderstand me when I say that, because some people say, well, I'm a single mother and I got 2 kids, or I got this and I can't, and that's not what I mean. I'm just saying anytime you can take a moment to yourself to unwind a little bit, whatever that may be a 5-minute something that you get away from the kids and go in the bathroom and tell them that mommy's using the bathroom, and just stand there for a few extra minutes just to sit there and chill by yourself, or try to get in the, because a lot of people, when you mention taking a bath, folks, that dirty water, that's not even how it works for a bath. First of all, there was a lot of baths when there was no showers. And if you are like that phobic about it, then you can take a bath and shower down when you get out, but take that extra little something before it all, falls. It says, I haven't been indoors. Just relax. That's right, relax. I know that's right, Patty. That's self-care, I'm telling you. And I know that I need to do more of it too. In the brain, yeah, you got to do that, because I know with me, I've been you explode because we got too much going on, juggling way too much, and we got to chillax on that stuff. You know what I mean? We do. And I promise you, I'm not doing it. And I'm not gonna sit here and be lying and pretending. I'm not doing what I need to be doing though, for real. I be planning on one thing and end up doing another. And what happens is life goes on without you, and that what you don't do catches up with you slowly. And then you be sitting back thinking, damn, I should have did this and that, all that regret and stuff. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna keep it real. I, work out, all of that stuff. That's not what I mean. That ain't enough for me either. I really need to do more. I need to do more. I need to do more because you're getting runked in the ground. And it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter whatever is going on. You have to. Because that kind of stuff like that, if you don't do that for yourself, you carry stress on you. That'll wear you out. And I need to do more though. Like I said, I need to take a little bit longer. And I promise you, and it may not seem like it to a lot of people, but I don't allow YouTube to get in my way like that, because if you notice, you guys, a lot of times y'all may come and I'm not even here because I'm running it. But sometimes I'm not even here. I'm doing something else, or, doing something out the door. But I don't allow that because it's not, it's too time consuming in the wrong way if you don't do it right. You know what I mean? But I know that I got a lot of stuff that I need to do better, and I'm not going to be ashamed of saying it, because you know how folks get on and they try to put on, but yet they end up slipping and really say what's really going on. You get what I mean? So I'm being honest about it. I really need to chill out. I really do. A lot more than what I'm doing. Yep. And I be doing that, but I got to do more than that. Cause see, and I'm not bragging or nothing, but I have a actual serious, a whole routine that we do. We have made it even inside the house like an obstacle place, and plus we got the equipment here. So I got a whole regimen that consists of actual real physical workout. Treadmill, bikes, yoga, some Pilates. And also we do the tracks and stuff like that. But that's not enough, because if it was enough for me, then I wouldn't be feeling like I need to do more. There's other things that I need to change around. You know what I mean? And stop. Because see, I know that this sounds kind of, maybe off the shelf for some people. But see, I don't, and I'm not saying that people do, because I can't go if I'll say it like this. I definitely don't go to bed with no dirty house, first of all, especially the kitchen and all that like that. But what my problem is that I can have a pot that really can't come clean because it needs the soap. And I get up to use the bathroom in the middle of the night or whatever, and we run it back down to see if I can clean that pot. All that got to stop. That kind of thing like that. And this is not a regular thing, but it don't need to be at all, as far as I'm concerned. I don't do it enough though, because I had, and that's good, Betty, if you're getting it in like that. And see, I'm not doing all that I'm supposed to do and what I need to do. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not. I really need to pick it up a little bit because I'm too busy, taking care of so much stuff that it's getting crazy. Yep, real life. And I think too, like with YT, it can only be what you make it. You know what I'm saying? It can only be what you make it. And see, with me, I know what I'm doing on here, so I gotta, keep it real. And just like I said, with my personal life, I can say that I work out, but what other areas am I failing? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have all the answers. I can't just jump up and say, oh yeah, I chill out and all the time. No, I don't. No, I don't. Even if I say I work out, there's some other stuff that I need to do. You know what I mean? I need to do a little bit more than what I'm doing just to make it a little bit more better for me, because see, my thing is, I don't like to have all the answers, because I got God for that too. You know what I mean? But I know that there's something your body and stuff be trying to tell you, and your mind and your situation, and sometimes it don't even be. And I keep telling folks too, I'm not judging nobody or trying to be in nobody's business or anything like that. We just talking. But I always say to people a lot of times, when folks say, oh, I got a headache, I got a this, I got a that. And sometimes you got to check yourself before you wreck yourself. And what does that mean? As soon as you get a headache, you run in and take some pills, and sometimes you might be dehydrated. You may need, like Betty just said, sit back and relax and close your eyes for a little while, and for real, not pretending so that you can get around people and try to act like you're doing the most when you know you're not getting it in right, because you got to live with that. Yep. And the whole thing, it's not even nothing. It's nothing wrong with that, because you don't owe nobody nothing. You know what I mean? But the Lord, anyway. For all of us, we don't owe nobody nothing but the Lord. And I think that you can utilize YT any kind of way you want that's fit for you. You know what I'm saying? That's fit for you, and just do it moving. Because I know this right here, these streets is crazy. Yep, I know exactly what you mean. So you got to try to do the best that you can with whatever you got. You know what I'm saying? And work it like that. And I think if we do. I put God first too, but I don't listen all the time. That's the problem. And I'm gonna be honest with you, because that's not what it is. That's not what it is. I be planning on putting God first place, and even when I do, I'm not listening to what He tell me all the time. And that could be if I start off with dealing, having something with Him. I need to continue on and do what He's told me to do after I've spent my time too, which I have to run to Him all day long, every day. I don't know how I'd make it if I didn't. But the point that I'm trying to make is that even if I'm doing, putting Him where He needs to be, He's telling me I need to put something with myself. You know what I mean? And that's just a lot of different tiny little things around to do. You know what I mean? Stop doing the most. Take a break sometimes. Stop, and that's a personal issue, and not, something that is, a problem in that kind of way. But I think it will help. You know what I mean? Hello, Charity, how you doing? Thank you so much for coming by. Wow, I haven't heard from you in months. I didn't know what happened, but I see you be hanging out over there, chilling with Bless a lot. Y'all really got something going together over there, huh? I hope everything is well with you. But yeah, we gotta really take time and really pay attention to what we're doing, because like I said, no matter how many times I holler out about God is first and this is God, I can't be doing what He's telling me to do. You know what I mean? Just because I'm spending time with Him. But if I'm not listening to Him, it's dead works. You know what I mean? My mind gets too busy. Yes. Pre-retirement. Yes. And that makes the Holy Spirit bring me back to it. Yes. And that's the problem. Yes. That's the yes. I'm glad you're doing well, Charity. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you. We just talking about doing too much and trying to get it right. Because like I said before, even if I say God comes first place, if that's the case, and I'm spending time with Him and I'm giving the attention that I'm supposed to give, but giving to Him and not listening are two different things. And like you said, your mind to get all boggled up and all over the place. That's why I don't come on here with all that fake church stuff and pretending and all that stuff. Because I even if I'm serving God, I'm still not doing everything I'm supposed to do. Because for me to get to where He want me to be, I got to listen, not just, oh yeah, I went and prayed. I spent the hour praying. I gave it to the Lord every morning. Yeah, but did you listen to what He told you to do though? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. And people be where they want to be here too on YT. So I don't even rock like that, because I see how it is. People got to get around and try to catch here, there, whoever, and then folks got certain people they like to chill with, and it be what it is, and do your thing, honey, and enjoy this thing called life. But I know one thing, I can keep saying it, like I said about God, but I got to do better though. I got to do better. She says I know that. Fellowship with Him. Yes, I know what you mean, pre-retirement. So I start my day with prayers. Yep, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Because a lot of times, sometimes I've gotten up and didn't pray because I was running too fast. Mind going too fast. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't bragging. I'm not trying to show off, but I have times that I realized I didn't. Really running too fast, doing too much. You know what I'm saying? I've had times like when I get food and I usually pray over the food, and sometimes I started eating and didn't even realize that I didn't even pray. I mean, this it's happening. You know what I mean? I got too much improvement. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not beating myself up. We're all just talking about making improvements in our life. You know what I mean? It's not coming from a way of feeling kind of bad on myself. I'm just saying what my intentions are and what I need to do. But I'm not beating myself up. Thank you for that, Charity. But I'm not beating myself up. I'm just speaking about myself where I feel there's areas that I need to be a little bit more disciplined and do a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Because you can run the church 5 and 6 days a week and pray to the Lord, but if you're not listening to the instructions, it's dead works. You know what I mean? But I promise you, sweetie, I'm not saying it from a negative place or coming down on myself. I'm just saying I need to take time more of doing what he says opposed to me advocating that I'm spending the time with him, I'm serving him, and I pray and all that, and then don't even listen to what he's saying back to me. You know what I mean? I feel like I need to do a little bit more in that area and just come up with it. Yeah, you gotta try it. You gotta, yeah, that's what exactly what it is. You have no choice. And see, this is what people don't understand too with life is that it ain't gonna, nothing's ever gonna be perfect. And we're gonna always be under constructions because one thing I can under construction because one thing I can tell you, a lot of folks sit here and they try to deem who they feel that is sanctified, got the Holy Ghost, and filled with the Holy Spirit. They pick who they assume, but you don't even really know that. You got to know what you do because your salvation is between you and God. And just because somebody is, oh, that's the man of the cloth, or that's the pastor to the church, and what about it? What that got to do with you? Because you didn't decide to take a doctorate and become a preacher, nothing that this person is more saved than you just because they're a preacher. That has nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? And I think that we're going to be under constructions for the rest of our lives. This will never end because we live in the flesh. You know what I mean? See, whatever, and see, that's the things too. Whatever you can have to help you relax. And a lot of times too, pre-retirement, a lot of people are having a hard time winding down because they're suffering with a lot of medical issues and stuff like that too. You know what I mean? And then some stress and burdens, and sometimes you don't even know that some of the stuff you're going through is some kind of stress that you're carrying, and sometimes you don't even know where it's coming from because we have a lot of stuff going on in our lives that you can't pinpoint it. You know what I mean? And we'll never stop being under construction. This is something that have the road has to be repaired 24/7. You know what I mean? 24/7. And that's why I always say we really, really got to do what we got to do, and that's whatever our best is. It's not for nobody else to judge. Sometimes you may think you're not doing enough, and God may say it is enough. You know what I mean? So I just try my best to, do what I can. But I know that there is some areas. You know how you know yourself. There's some things that you got to straighten out and do a little bit better, or you want to do something a little bit better. But we're never going to be all the way right because it's not meant to happen. You know what I mean? We're not meant to know all things because if we did, why would we have God? You know what I mean? So we got to do our part. And I plan on, I got some things that I like to write down because you know how you can have the good, and then people say they jump to the bad, but there's an in between. You know what I mean? There's an in between spot that needs some work because you're already defining what's good. You're already defining what's bad, but that in between part right there is something that needs attention. You know what I'm saying? And it's just little different things that that we can do just to get to where we need to be and find some more comfort and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, like with this YT stuff, I don't let it take me nowhere because I can see how folks are on here. People are in different things and living their life, and you just got to come in and do what you want when you get ready, and that's it. Because I know what's up with this here. That's why I calm down, watch who I deal with. I don't run up on nobody that don't want to be bothered, or whoever got there, doing their thing. I pop by and visit and help out as many people as I can and just chill, because your personal life is actually, a whole different sector where, to me, that comes first. And a lot of people, YouTube may be on that top tier for them too, because that's their business that they run. You know what I mean? That's their money maker. And for us, that is a different story. You got your own, you work somewhere, you got your family, and but some people have to jump on the YouTube thing because that's their income. It depends on how you got your setup. You know what I mean? But for the most part, chilling is very important because stress will ride you out. And I'm telling you, honey, this thing too. If you get on here with YouTube and you tangle up with all these fake people and faking it, coming backwards and forth and running here and trying to kiss up and playing a whole bunch of games, that'll get you all kind of messed up. And even though you may think, well, I turned the computer off and I'm good, but a lot of that stuff will keep riding on you. You know what I mean? And I can tell, you people are on here basically being where they want to be. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, people do have some fake excuses. Because, see, I can tell when somebody is coming on and they're playing games and if they're really keeping it real, because people are constantly like, I got, a few, I only got one device. So, yeah, I'm letting you run. Well, how can you let me run when I'm running a live and I see you over in somebody else's live, but you saying you're letting me run? You don't have to pretend with me because I'm okay. We cool. Because you lie to me, you lie to yourself. You know what I mean? There's no need for that. And like I said before, I can see a lot of this stuff pouring over into people's personal life because some folks here really, this is a business for them. Some people, this is all they got. Some people, YT is the only friends that they have. And they don't have anybody in their personal and physical life. So they get all caught up and totally invested in it. And I don't judge. Even if I do whatever I do here differently, I'm not gonna judge anybody because I don't walk in their shoes. You know what I mean? But I know that I don't have to put that much into it like that because I do, I am lucky to have, my relationship and have my family and have a career and that going on, and God first of all, you know how that is. But I'm just saying, but this is fun, and it's awesome to be able to have this going in our life. I don't all this extra stuff. I don't need it. You know what I mean? I don't need it. I don't know what happened here, but I tell you one thing: this thing has got crazy out here, y'all. And I'm just looking at all the changes of how the weather is acting. I've seen it affect people. I see how all of these days and stuff is flying by from one day to the next. You don't even know what it is. Every time I turn around, it's like it's Monday again, it's Friday again. It's Monday again, it's Friday again. You know what I mean? And I just keep trying to say, well, what the heck happened? That's why whenever you out here rolling in life, you got to make every moment count because you don't know what's going to happen and how fast it's going to be gone. You know what I mean? So I try my best to you know, as they say, enjoy everyday life. Because sometimes, you snooze and you miss a beat. Because life is going by so fast that it's hard to, contain it. You know what I mean? And this is not never anything where it's any kind of complaining. We're just having a general conversation. You know what I'm saying? Yet time is speeding up. And all of this is in the Bible. You know what I mean? It's like the pastor was saying here, that they had planned, to go, and do, some conferences with a whole bunch of people, and then they were going to chill out and relax and, you know, do some stuff after they do the conference of thousands of people, but they ended up with a delay because there was something wrong with their jet or plane or whatever it was, and the pastor said, oh my gosh, I had plans to go do the conference and chill and have fun. And everybody kept telling, oh, listen, just relax, just calm down. You're a pastor. Don't get upset. And she told them to shut up. She told them to shut up. I want to be mad. I want to feel what I feel. And that's exactly how I feel. I don't need every time you're talking, oh, praise the Lord, all that. Sometimes that's not what it is, man. We already know what we're doing here. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to process your emotion, you know what I mean? And do it how you want to do it so you can be comfortable. How you doing, Sable? I hope you're doing good. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, you basically, you got to, get it how you live. Because for the most part, life is life and regardless, and you have to have, see, that's the whole thing about stuff. Everything is not about that, you're not praying and you don't have a relationship with God and that type of stuff. Sometimes it's just emotions that you have to feel and process and do what you need to do yourself. You know what I mean? You have to feel. You can't tell me that because I said that I'm upset right now that I don't believe in God or that I'm not praying because if I was, I wouldn't feel that way. That none of that. I don't know who's writing these new Bibles. You understand what I'm saying? But it don't work like that. People are going through some real struggles and hard times. You know what I mean? And you have to be able to have emotions to be able to process things so that you can get back in the positive. How you doing? I hope you're doing good, Miss Sable. You got to. You got to. I just there's this girl here that I know, and when I see her, she had first started off, she had got diagnosed with high cholesterol, then is diabetic, then she ended up having cancer, and then she said she just fell and messed her back up. So life is happening. Yeah, it never stops. That's right. It never stops, and I don't want to. I don't want nothing I ain't supposed to have. You know what I mean? It's never gonna end here. You get what I mean? Not in this life. And I don't know why people don't understand that. This will never stop. You know what I mean? Long as we live in this flesh, in this world, and man is trying to run it over God, we're gonna always suffer some kind of consequences or situation, feelings, and emotions. Sometimes you gotta sit with what you feel. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to sit with what you feel. You can't just hurry up and just run and let it go. You got to know what these emotions are. Feelings are here for a reason. You can have feelings, but don't let your feelings have you. You know what I mean? To where you can't recover, but there's nothing wrong with processing. You can't say, oh, well, somebody, what you're dealing with, oh, somebody passed away. Oh, well, just get over it. Just pray. That don't work like that. It takes time. And you got to let God walk you through it and teach you how to heal. But you're gonna feel what you feel, and can't nobody take that from you because that's reality. That's what's called life. You know what I mean? So I just always say, you do what you do. You know what I mean? You don't have to have nobody walk your walk for you or talk your talk for you. And it's just too much shade and craziness going on. People are showing the worst part of themselves here. There's a lot of sadness going on in the world, and folks are creating issues. I've been noticing too that like how we talk about, like, and I think that a lot of people are not paying attention, but the weather has changed around the universe, around the entire world. People don't understand when this eclipse happened. This is not a game. I mean, a lot of people, found it, something to chill back. Yep. Amen. That's right, Miss Patty. Because I know a lot of people don't realize with that eclipse. I know, I'm not disrespecting anybody that's trying to have a fun, good time and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, there's more to it than that. You understand? There's way more to it than that. And if you don't understand what's going on in life, you better wake up. And when you wake up, stay woke. Because this stuff right here is already stuff that's in the Bible that came to pass. You know what I mean? And like I said before, I got a whole lot of stuff that, and God be talking to me a lot too. And I need to pay, listen more too when I feel it, and I feel it. Yeah, this weather's changing. Everybody's been complaining about rain and that type of stuff. I remember one time, a long time ago, it was a very hot day, and it just started hailing ice balls. But they were very tiny, but it was hail. And by the time it dropped, you could see it in the air, you can hear it dropping and beating on stuff. But by the time it dropped, it would melt. That's telling something right there. But see, a lot of people think that you be bugging out. She says, God. Yep, absolutely, Sable. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're born in a dying world. You understand what I'm saying? And it ain't getting no better. Yes, the storms, and that's the whole thing that people don't realize with these storms. All of this is bringing the earth down. The world is coming down. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't mean to be disrespectful, and I'm going to be, just transparent and real. Yes, greed. Yep, it's crumbling the earth, Sable. You talking some good stuff, Sable. That's exactly what's going on. And I'm gonna tell you like this, and no disrespect. I had one of my YouTubers that asked me. He said, he lives in Italy, and he said, I don't know what's going on in America, but they are very unhealthy. All of these people are sick, and they're running around with masks on, and none of them don't understand. We don't have that where I live at. We don't have that. We're healthy. We're in Italy. He was saying that, right? And I started explaining a few things to him, and then finally, and guess what? I say probably within, a week, he reached out to me on Instagram and said, "Tia, we're wearing." We're wearing the mask now. We're wearing the mask now. And I told him that that was global. But I think he thought they were exempt. No shade. I'm just saying he thought they was exempt from C-19. And I told him it's everywhere. Oh no, not here. We live, tease is the season and all this. I said, sir, listen, watch yourself. And before you knew it, within what I think about 2 weeks, it was where he's at in Italy. And the confidence, yes, ma'am, Miss Pre-retirement. Yes, ma'am. And I kept trying to explain to him because you know how people keep trying to like talk down, you know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, but y'all got all of them problems or wherever you are, wherever, that type of stuff. And in America, they're staying sick and they got problems. But where I'm at, we don't have none of this stuff here. And I'm not judging anybody. I'm talking about a personal friend of mine that relayed this information to me, and I kept trying to explain to him that this C-19 is global. It's not just in one place. It's all around the universe. And he kept trying, no, we're fine here. Nobody has anything going on like that here. And then he came on really sad, and he actually did a video on Instagram, and he showed himself wearing the mask and started discussing of how many deaths and issues that he had. And I kept trying to tell him, because if you would listen to what I'm telling you, I could tell you some things to try to prepare yourself, since y'all all in denial where you're at. No disrespect, I'm not being shady, but I could have told him quite a few things that they were doing for that. Exactly, Patty. And I kept trying to tell him, because see, if you get some information before somebody else, you utilize that. And I was trying to explain to him that you need to, take your time, and where you out places, watch your. I'd start wearing a mask whether you feel that y'all too good over there or whatever you got going over there, that y'all can't catch nothing and all this blah 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 blah. And I kept telling him, listen, watch yourself. And like I said, he made a video, and he left a message up under it, especially for me, because he didn't listen to what I was trying to tell him. And I kept trying to explain to him that, it's happening everywhere. Yeah, say it. You know what I mean? Yes, say it. But that's what I'm saying. A lot of folks be thinking that they got it going on, and they don't, and I kept saying this is not it, because I remember too, in other countries, and America was saying, well, why are they wearing masks? Why are they wearing masks? And then look at everybody wearing masks. You see what I'm trying to explain to you? And a lot of that happened too, and it couldn't stay contained because of the simple fact that they allowed people to travel knowing that they were infected. They allowed the CDC didn't even let you know that your kids was in school with that virus. A lot of kids around the world that could have been staying home, if they would let you know that there was something out here. Do you ever notice with the CDC, the government and all that, they let certain people know last before anybody else? Hey, what's up? How you doing? Thank you so much for coming in, homie. What's happening? Howdy doody, bro. What's up? Nice to see you, handsome. Thank you so much for coming in. We're talking about the C-19 and the 1912. No, sir. We're just talking about how how crazy all of this stuff is. And I just was saying to my friends here that I got so many people that kept saying, that's like, I got, people that I know from different, countries and around the world, and they kept saying that that's an American disease and it's not coming to where they at. And honey, C-19 is global. He says, I know it. They're not wearing masks. Yeah, because nobody can tell them what to do. I just look, and that's exactly what it is, Patty. I'm gonna tell you what happened too with experience that I had. I remember we had was going out, when the C-19 first started, but we didn't go out right away. But when we went out, we had we were getting ready to leave a store, and there was like a family, looked like a man, a woman, and a couple of kids, and they kept telling them, you can't come in the store, unless you have a mask on. And they kept saying, "Well, if you guys want to wear a mask, that's your business, but we don't want to wear a mask. That's y'all. If y'all sick, that's y'all problem." And they kept saying that you can't come in. So I ended up telling them, I said, "There's a deadly virus going around." They didn't even know. They didn't even know. So you imagine how much they've been exposed to in their kids because they had no idea. It's time. That's right. You got to do what you got to do, Aaron. But I tell you one thing, and I know a lot of people. What's that? Yeah. So with that being said, I don't understand. There we go. Right there. What I don't understand is that if you know there's something that's going on, it's up to you to do the right thing for yourself and for your family. And I'm gonna be 100% honest. I don't want nobody to misunderstand me, but the only time that I've taken off my mask anywhere is for my 6 months cleaning at the dentist and my annual appointment when your doctor tells you to open up your mouth and say ah. That's it. Other than that, and even with the first year when this stuff happened, I didn't go to no dentist or no doctor unless I had a medical problem, an emergency. I didn't even bother. I didn't even bother. And I still wear it everywhere all the time. I don't take it off nowhere. I just went to the dentist the other day to get a cleaning yesterday, and I had to take it off. But and it's so funny too because I ran into one of the hygienist people, and I guess he didn't believe me when I told him that I wear my mask all the time. And when he seen me in the store with my mask on, he was shocked. I don't take mine off. I don't care if they got the backup injection, the 5th injection, the 8th injection. I don't care what they got out here. I don't take mine off. All right, take care, pre-retirement. Get you some rest. Thanks for coming. But yeah, I haven't taken them, and I know a lot of people get offended by that. They want to know if you're vaccinated and why aren't you doing this and doing that. I said no matter what injections they got out here, I don't take my mask off nowhere in public. I don't eat in restaurants, none of that. None of that. Movie theaters, none of that. That's been off the table for me since C-19 hit. Done. Me and my entire family. We may go somewhere and be the only one with mask on out of 100 people or so. And I won't take it off. Or I don't plan to. I don't plan to. God has not told us, I promise you. And that's what I'm listening to, the word, to tell me to stop wearing my mask. And even if he's telling other people, or if people are vaccinated, because it's all our free will and choice, you know what I mean. But we haven't been told to take it off, so we won't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to take mine off. Definitely not. So and it's not the just because people got divided and started acting stupid about with the C-19, who got something and who didn't get it, and who wearing masks and why won't and all that. They went crazy. I done seen people get into physical altercations over who don't have a mask on and all that type of stuff. Or people have said to us, you must not be vaccinated if you're still wearing a mask. And I don't understand what that have to do with anybody. You know what I mean? What you're doing personally. I just try my best to stay in my lane, but the people get crazy. And I promise you, even before this C-19, I don't have people coughing all up on me. I never put up with that regardless, because everybody thinks you jumping around because you're worried about somebody having C-19, but it's just nasty for somebody to cough right out on you way before C-19 ever came in the world. You know what I mean? why I said we got a lot of stuff. You know, one thing I noticed too about life here too. What did he say? Yeah, that's how I am too. Sports, I just mind my own business because it's not gonna hurt you what somebody else is doing, or not doing, unless it's something, people attacking you and running up on you. But I don't think that it's that much of a concern. There's nothing wrong with that. Whoever want to wear one and who don't. I don't have enough trust in it myself. Whether vaccinated or not, because that's another problem too that everybody got divided over is who's vaccinated and who's not vaccinated. You know what I mean? So that's been another whole issue within itself. Folks are really not staying in their lane and basically minding their own business, if you know what I mean. 'Cause I don't think it should matter to you what another person's decision is, especially if it's how is it going to bother you that somebody is wearing a mask if you don't want to wear a mask? You know what I mean? What would it do to you? But there's a lot of discrimination though with the mask on. It don't bother me none at all. I promise you, I don't even care about it. Themselves and stay in their own lane. Yes, sir. You got that right. You got that right, Aaron. They need to stay in their own lane. Yep, that ain't even. I don't know why they made that such a big deal. I'm doing good. What's happening, bro? TK, how you doing, bro? Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. I am grand. Hanging out with some of my besties here. We chilling, you know what I mean? We are definitely chilling, and I hope you're doing good too. Chilling back, man, and just chatting up about this, how everybody acts about this C-19 and stuff. But I tell you one thing, I know people are arguing about too who ain't vaccinated and who is and all of that, and I don't understand what that means either, because to me, that's another personal choice too. That's another personal choice. If whoever wanted to get vaccinated and who don't, that ain't even none of your business. And a person can tell you, yeah, I am, and how would you know unless they show you their card? You get where I'm coming from? It doesn't make any sense, you know what I'm saying, to even worry about stuff like that, just like your Fifth Amendments and your rights. Certain stuff that, we got going on here ain't nobody business but your own. And I think a lot of times when you be up in other people's business, your life be in chaos, you know what I mean? It's best to mind your business and stay in your own lane. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't, to me, I don't care about none of that, but I know that I'm not going to have nobody up on me coughing, whether C-19 is in the world or not. I don't give a damn if you got asthma, COPD, or whatever. You're not going to just be coughing all up on my back and on my neck and all that now, because that ain't never been polite no way. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I don't care what folks doing. But I know that people have got into a crisis with the C-19 just as much as they act like a fool when it came to voting. People got crazy with the C-19 thing. And I remember one time, I think it was, after everybody wasn't required to wear a mask anymore, and I was dressed down because I have to dress a certain way. We have to dress a certain way for work or whatever. And we was dressed down, and I had on, my, regular clothes, and we had masks on, and we went in the bank. Oh boy, you should have seen them bugging out. Oh man, it was so funny. Oh, it was so funny. And the thing is, we knew that they were even the guard. And I'm like, well, if you're a guard, a police officer, you moving to the side. If we here to rob the bank, then you better be ready. You going over that way ain't gonna help nothing. And I don't even care. I don't care about none of that stuff. Life is so much, got so much going on that you got to really get in your lane, because I realize when you entertain other people's BS in their life, it makes your struggle harder. You know what I mean? You stay, caught up and lost in the sauce. And I got someone here too that came in here, and I definitely don't want to deal with them no more. I'm finna shut that down, because I see what they've been doing is a whole group of folks that's fake coming through here trying to be fake and phony. Ain't came in about a damn year, man. Keep it moving, keep it pushing, pushing. Don't come back through here. I was just letting that entertain for a minute. Now I'm about to shut it all the way down. I don't want to see that no more because I seen what y'all did. I seen what y'all did, and like I told you, I don't do discrimination, y'all. Folks got to stop doing that out here. When you show me all that old kind of foolish mess, even if it's about if you discriminating against people because of their religion and all of that, and I don't understand. I don't do none of that. Just like the C-19 that wear the mask to get vaccinated, not to get vaccinated. I don't understand how people think they have a right to make a choice for you in your life and your decisions. You get what I'm saying? I don't understand where is this coming from and why. I really feel that people, need to calm down a little bit, because do you see how hot and bothered folks will get about somebody else's situation? And a lot of times they need to give themselves some advice. And do their thing, you know what I mean? And not worry about, because I notice when you pay attention to some of the other people's business, your stuff don't be together. So if you get up in your lane and chill back and do what you do, because I really, when you got your attention in the wrong place, your stuff is falling apart, And as they know, the devil is busy out here. And he's definitely looking for somebody to devour on a regular basis. So what we got to do is we got to put our best foot forward. And like I said before, I don't do all that fake Christian stuff. I really know who I am and what I'm trying to do. And I really don't want to hurt nobody. Because a lot of times when you bother people, getting up in people's business, that's called a strike, And people getting upset with each other and stuff like that, don't do it. Just go on. Remember, sometimes when you have your own siblings and grown kids and folks like that, sometimes you got to leave that alone. Sometimes you got, and I'm not telling nobody what to do, I'm just chatting along, y'all. Sometimes you got to mind your business. You know what I mean? You got to mind your business and do your thing, because sometimes you get caught up out here and running all up in other folks' lane and stuff, and then your thing be all torn up. You know what I mean? Your thing ain't right. And they doing all right. But you the one with the problem, because you all over here, skinning and grinning, trying to, wish somebody else something bad, when your stuff ain't together. People seem to have a lot of the answers for somebody else, but when it comes to them, they ain't got the answers to it. You know what I mean? But if you take time and focus on what you got to do, and then try to be more positive about stuff too, if you can, Well, I know there's a lot going on, man. A lot going on. Everybody trying to get to where they want to be, and a lot of us is taking detours. Do you want this here? I don't like them. No, I'm good. I just didn't want him to feel no kind of way. They ain't doing it for me. I didn't even realize it. I know that I could have said something, but he had put him, I wasn't paying attention. I was doing something here. Oh, yeah. But there, y'all. We got a whole lot going on here. And I better get, I hate to say it like this, but I better get ready for another variant. Let me tell you right now. Better get ready for another one, because it's coming. It's definitely getting ready to come around. And that's going to be a whole nother issue with another injection. Because that's what's going to keep happening with this thing here too. And the guy that I was talking to too, that's the first thing he was saying. And it was sad, but he said that when he got his injection, he still ended up catching the C and the flu right along with it. And then he said now they told him he got to come back for a booster. You know what I mean? And that's all that keeps being like a pincushion. Because everybody is not being exempt from it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people got to really pay attention to what they got out here. That's spice. A lot of people got to pay attention to what they got out here, because just because they tell you something, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to be something that works for you. And I have a family right now, and I feel so bad for them because they are divided with the C19 because they have let me see how I can say it. They have, I think, like 3 of the family members that can't get it. And then everybody else can. Because of medical issues. They definitely cannot get any type of injections. You know what I mean? So they're all in a standstill. And then one female, she went and got it, and her husband didn't get it, and she ended up coming down with it and got him sick too. And that was a problem between them because he didn't want her to get it, and she was mad because he wouldn't get it. And they end up being both sick. So it's a whole mess behind how that thing get turned up like that with that C and affect so many people and their families and relationships because it's out of control. That's a big problem. To this day, people think that stuff is gone and over with, and it's not. And a lot of people are getting upset with each other because of everybody bugging out around here with every little bit of something that they can jump on and keep a bunch of mess going because their lives ain't where they want it to be, so they gotta get over to somebody else and start something and act a fool instead of just going on and living your life and doing your thing, not doing somebody else's thing, doing your own thing. I'm looking at these kids sure grew up real quick and fast. My goodness. Yeah, y'all, I'm just talking about the different stuff that falls off track here for all of us out here in this thing called life. And just wishing everybody well. And I just slowed down here for a minute because I had to I gotta check something out because I had somebody that popped in here that I don't want to pop in. So I gotta take care of that before I forget. So much going on here. Once you start doing stuff and then you forget. I don't know what the heck happened here. But yeah, so I'm not gonna hold you guys too much here. I'm just rambling along here. And I'm trying to fix something here while I talk. So if I'm dipping down, don't pay me no mind. I just gotta go here and get something straight here real quick. If I can tell people what they coming through with and not to waste the time with it. So I want to go on and take care of that while I'm remembering right now, because I know that's another thing too. Sometimes when you got stuff that you need to get done, you need to go do it. Because mess around and forget. And by the way, too, this live here, a lot of people don't understand that a lot of time with this live, I shut it down and chill for some hours and then come back and do it a little bit more and then I be done. It's not like a constant thing running, and then sometimes I have because I'm trying my best to get with, you know what I'm saying? To get with everybody in different time zones and stuff so we can really hang out and chill and enjoy these friendships. That story talking about anytime, nothing. You say the jet. All that stuff, I just had somebody drop one of the corniest lines. I don't even know. People are a trip, y'all. People are definitely a trip. Shut this down. I'm definitely gonna get this down. I don't even want no more stop bys, no more nothing. I'm told you sometimes you gotta look at what the cat brought in. Look at what the cat has drugged in. That is taken care of right now as we speak. No more of that. Okay, let me see. I need to go. She said she chilling back eating, Patty. I meant to ask you, did you hear about O.J. Simpson? Look, allegedly. Yeah, but I don't want no smoke. You know what I mean? Off of nobody with that kind of stuff. I'm just saying. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It don't matter. She said, listen to here while eating. What you eating? I know there's a few people lingering around here too. He says, my wife told me about it. Yes. Yes. I believe they said he had prostate cancer. And there's somebody else that died too, you guys. And I don't mean to be talking to bring nothing negative. What's our guy here? Do y'all remember what's his name? I can't get his name right. Gusset. What he played in Rruk's Fiddler. I don't know if y'all remember. I forgot his name. And I know him good, and I can't even think of his name to say it right. I think he passed like maybe about a week ago or so now. And he played in the movie Rruk's Fiddler. Oh, chicken. Oh, that sounds just right, honey. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. That sounds good. Oh, that sounds good. Oh my goodness, you got my mouth watering, and we just had some food here, some lunch. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah. Gosh. So that's why I said a whole bunch of stuff is going down here, y'all, with folks in life and stuff. And what is his name? Y'all know, I know some of y'all gotta know what his name is. What is his name? Y'all know him, and I don't know if you my guy is up in here too. TK, do y'all remember him that played in, if y'all seen the movies Roots? And he played he was with Kunta Kinte close, and he played they called him Fiddler. I forgot his name, but he's a famous African American actor. And they said he passed away here. I think was it last week or so. Well, I felt so bad. He got some long years up under his belt too, though, acting and living his life. I wish I would know his name. I don't like not knowing that. Who did I told you the guy from Roots, didn't I? I forgot. And I don't like that. I'm disappointed in myself for not knowing that. I'm really a bit. I forgot. What? It said eye injuries after solar eclipse surge following phenomenon. That's why. See, I got the live open. I'm just letting you know. That's surprised by that. Nope, they said a lot. And see, that's another thing too. Yeah, that's why I said I don't think you should be laying up. Yeah, I don't think anybody should, and that's the whole thing too that a lot of people ain't paying attention to. Do y'all know how she says? I heard about it. So sad. Yes, it was. I cried in that man there. Yeah, yes. And I don't mean to be disrespectful, y'all. My mind is all over the place. Yes, yes, and I felt so bad to hear that. And they said too, I don't know if y'all been hearing, but a lot of people, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful or shady and get all creepy about religion and stuff when it comes to that eclipse, but it's being said that a lot of people are having damages to their eyes out here trying to watch that eclipse, y'all. Here that it says doctors and eye specialists have been warning the public for days. Yep. Not to look directly at the sun, but apparently some did not heed the advice. Yeah, that's what happened when a lot of people was out here trying to do this and get the pictures the wrong way. Yeah. Have the glasses on. Yes, they've been talking about OJ's life, y'all, all back with that, what's the name, Brown and all that. They've been going through it, child. Is it, they talking about something else instead of this alleged P. Diddy mess that I'm so tired of hearing about. They're gonna lock him up, just like they, that Mr. T man. They keep talking about him, but yet they keep allowing him to be a candidate and all this other stuff. It's all ridiculous. When more important stuff is going on out here. But they said that they had warned people around the world. There was a warning about being careful with the eclipse and for people to be careful with their eyes and stuff and watch what they're doing. And now a lot of people are having issues with their sight because they chose to look at the sun and lay back and be a part of that. Yeah. I wouldn't even been sitting out. Exactly. If you're gonna do it right. But I just get it. That was the whole thing. I don't understand what's going on here. Yeah, you know that already. That's why I said that people don't understand that everybody, and there's nothing wrong with it. Because I know so many wonderful families have gotten out with their kids and made that something important and fun. And, but they're saying a lot of people didn't do what they were supposed to be doing, That's right, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, Pat. You gotta give them the condolences. Yeah, they said that eclipse, a lot of people were flying to the doctors because their eyesight is messed up because they're all out there, ain't wearing the right protective gear on their eyes and looking up at the sun and not doing what they're supposed to be doing and they mess their sight up, y'all. This is a big thing on the news. That's why I said, with anything happening out here, people go crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? They go crazy. It says here, someone said, the sun's rays can burn the retina and damage the the part of the retina at the back of the eye that is responsible for central vision. Yeah, and see, and that's the thing too. It's never been safe for us to be out here in the sun without without sunscreen, without sunglasses. And see, when you start running around doing what you want to do and don't listen, the consequences come. You know what I mean? Now, everybody was bragging about the eclipse, which is nice because it meant to be a fun thing for some people. I don't get into all of that, and I'm not saying anything wrong with it, but a lot of people are running around having sight issues because they didn't do what they were supposed to do if they were going to go out there doing that. You know, you ain't supposed to be outside in the sun without sunglasses on. And a lot of people think of different, different races that, oh, I don't need suntan lotion and all that kind of stuff. Man, you got to watch what you're doing out here. I'm telling you. And they don't care. Yeah, they don't care. Folks are making their own rules up and they're not listening to what's happening in life. You know what I mean? They're not listening. Everybody out here bugging out and doing what they want to do, and it's all falling apart. You know? It's sad, but it's the truth. We all got to do a lot better than what we're doing out here. But see, that's that people don't, they don't want, they know. I ain't going to say they don't understand. Because a lot of folks understand and don't care and don't want to do nothing about it. And they want to do what they want to do. And that's another thing too that we have going on in the world, because I always feel like, and I remember hearing this from New Jack City and around the world, people, that movie, Am I My Brother's Keeper? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. That's what people don't understand. Yes, we are. We all are our brother's keepers out here, but see, people are so busy hating on each other and disrespecting each other that you don't want to get caught. That's what I want to do too. You guys start doing some more commentary like I used to do before. Yeah, that's the thing too, Patty. A lot of people start that. Once again, you already know how it goes. We don't need it because all this other stuff, and that has nothing to do with nothing. You got, we're human. Anything can happen to any of us. It doesn't make sense to be that dysfunctional and ignorant. You know what I mean? I think too, when I start coming and hanging out, doing these lives, you got to tell me what I got to give you too. So yesterday too, was it yesterday or today earlier? But yeah, we got to. Yes, of course. Yeah, we got to start paying attention to more stuff like that. And I'm thinking about I want to start back doing, because that's when I actually had a channel. That's what I was doing. I was doing a lot of content, covering stuff that we're just speaking about, lightly right here about, our famous people and what's going on in the world when it comes to that kind of stuff like that. Because there's a lot of stuff, that's going on, like with Wendy Williams and a few other people that I want to start touching base with, and just having some more content and more discussions, because I know that we talk about some of everything over here. So I want to start covering some of that stuff, and I really want to get back. Like, see, when I used to do this before, this was serious business, so I really had to, cross all my T's and dot all my I's and make sure that if I'm going to say something, that I could back it up with, truth and facts, and not just be saying stuff that ain't right. You know what I mean? And I want to start back doing some more of that type of content like that, where we're exploring and talking about different stuff around the world and people and stuff that's happening, and just get it popping on another level, so that we can have more stuff to discuss. And I think I talk about a lot of stuff already anyway, especially with because this stuff is getting crazy out here too, with our stuff that's coming about, with our child stars. A lot of horrible stuff is coming out the woodwork with a lot of these folks that was little, and and I didn't even know too, like with I have to say allegedly, they're dragging Justin Bieber into this stuff. She said you're a mess. Uh-oh, Patty. Uh-oh. I'm messing up now. Let me straighten it up now. Okay. Let me straighten it up, Patty. I'm stuck in the bush. Yeah. We got a lot of stuff going on here. Patty, you got me cracking up over here. You was something else. Listen at her. She's telling me. And I'm stuck in the bush, sis. Yeah, you guys, they're dragging in everybody with this alleged stuff with P. Diddy. They're dragging a whole bunch of stuff in now. They're pulling that young in there in Justin Bieber, and now what they're saying is that his mother she signed over her rights. I'm trying to remember who it was, either to I have to say that she signed over her rights to who was it, P. Diddy or either Usher, allegedly. And now that all of this stuff is coming out, now he's running and trying to talk to that boy, and all of a sudden it's weird too, because why would you want to come and have something to do with the boy now when you haven't been dealing with him in years, and now that all these cases are coming against you, they're trying to hush him up.
And allegedly making sure he didn't have a wire.
Exactly.
Allegedly he didn't have anything on him.
Yes. Yeah, and that sunscreen, it's the truth though, because I told you, I got so many, I promise you, I have so many people, and you can get an idea of what folks I'm talking about. Oh, we don't need it because our skin, and we don't, and all that. Yeah, go ahead. You go right on ahead and keep thinking that that's true. You know what I'm talking about. I don't want to say the wrong thing on here, because some folks get all twisted up when you having simple conversation, but a lot of them folks are saying that. They don't understand, just by you being human alone, as your risk is right there. Anybody can get skin cancer or anything like that when it comes to them harsh sun rays. But a lot of, we come from this, and our pigment, we don't, and all this other stuff. Honey, you gotta watch out. You gotta watch out, I'm telling you. This is a mess out here, y'all. Yours ain't no good. Your Chipotle ain't no good, and our Season up right here. Yeah, everything's going up. But yeah,
Now
you know.
they're trying to have some other BOGO thing, but it's better off to do it when they have the sale.
Yeah.
And the
Yep. Too, just like what you're saying there, Patty. That's just like you said, any skin, all skin tones burn, right? And anytime we have any kind of racial debate going on, when people start all that foolishness, the first thing they said, just because you this and you that, we all bleed the same. Well, all skin burns too. You see what I mean? You see how people get ignorant and caught up when it works for them in their favor? That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. When them folks start doing that, you know how people make it. And see, that's the whole problem that we're facing right now in the world, is that too many people are trying to do what only God can do. You know what I'm saying? And once again, you want to be considered as equal to people when it works for, works in your favor, when you should be looking at it like that the same way all the time, no matter what it may be. I be laughing at these folks out here that be saying stuff just like I said. You know, you got these folks that try to jump out here and run a campaign and talking about, you know, Purple Lives Matter. I'll say it like that. Purple Lives Matter. And that couldn't have been furthest from the truth. All lives matter. And a lot of people that you got jumping up and down protesting about stuff that they never even experienced. And a lot of these folks are saying it's this purple stuff, this Purple Lives Matter. They treat each other worse than other folks out here. You get what I'm trying to tell you? You ain't got to go outside. It's right in with your own people, unfortunately. They treat each other a certain kind of way, and then they want to call out and say other folks is doing it when they're discriminating against themselves. And then they look at it like, oh, they coming after me, and this is so and so. Nope, you're doing it to yourself. You're keeping yourself stuck. You know what I mean? You staying stuck. And you want to drag somebody else down with it, because they always pull that racial card. And I keep trying to tell folks, you can't use that when it's convenient for you. If it ain't right, it ain't right, period. But you start looking at that stuff. There we go. You start looking at this stuff and saying, who's trying to make it work and who ain't. Just do right. That's what it is. That's a shame y'all got so many messed up. I know these folks can't tell me nothing out here, because I don't get all that with the power, fight the power, all that, man. Power what? You the one coming against me. Shit, through your own people. You got that? Yeah, absolutely. And people talking about, oh yeah, because they doing that and the drive-by and all that. But who did you drive by on? You drove by purple, and the other people on the porch was purple, and then you did what with the pow pow bang bang, and then you want to try to say it to somebody else. Come on now, there's a lot of stuff that I'm gonna tell you. I gotta get on that, because I gotta get heavily saturated in that, and I promise you, the purple people get mad when I get into that, because it's the truth. They don't want to hear it. Exactly. They don't want to hear the truth. Every time you start talking about that kind of stuff, they try to get mad. I'd have had a few people running up on me trying to sell me some t-shirts, and I said I won't buy it, I won't wear it. Because y'all that's representing this program, and y'all done messed up and stole them funds and carrying on, and half of y'all is in each other's way. It ain't a lot of other people coming for y'all. It's how y'all treat each other, first of all, which is the problem. And I promise you, I've noticed a lot of this saturation out here on YT, how different people stick together. And that's why I was asking somebody here earlier on, hey, it's been a while, what's happening to you? What's going on? Because they know y'all ran with that clique over there. What y'all did was the same thing. You come over here to try to get a whole bunch of people from somebody else, then you get with your clique and you don't know nobody, and when you feel like popping up, being bothered, to be nosy, to see what's happening, then you come. Bye, because I already took care of that as this live been running. Yep, stealing the funds. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. They were stealing the money, and then half of them, like I said, when you say, "Oh, there was some people, some purple people on the porch, and some purple people in the car did a drive-by and a pow, pow, pow." So how is it other people that's against you when you're doing your own self in? You get where I'm coming from? This is ridiculous. And then call yourself trying to have a powerful movement when half of y'all getting into it and stealing all the daggone money. You can't even say that if you ain't even correcting in your lane. That stuff is a killer. Is whacked. And like I said before, you got so many people that don't know what umbrella they fall up under. You know, everybody think because if you got an accent, and the thing is, it's sad too because it seems like out of all the different people that we have out here, purple people are always the ones that get it the worst and on attack constantly. And even other purple people, just because they have an accent, they try to detach themselves as if they're not, the same as you are, and they feel that makes them one up on you because of the fact that they were raised up somewhere else different, but still that they're still purple though. A lot of folks are in denial about that as well too. I've been noticing folks will run around here and say, "Well, I'm not that," but yes, you are. You just got an accent. You just what are we doing here, people? Come on now, y'all. Let's be honest. What are we doing here? It doesn't matter with an accent or not. Look at the purple. Look at the purple. It doesn't matter. That don't go by that. And I keep trying to tell people, you don't even know who you are. Less more than where you're going. You don't know. Just because you folks are so caught up with trying to discriminate, and then you're saying there's other people doing it when in fact you are in your own way. You are against your own self. It don't make no sense. Stop doing all this extra stuff and know who you are, and stop trying to separate yourself from something just because you got a little different twang going on than somebody else, but you're still the same thing. And that's the whole problem too with folks, because I noticed that there's a lot of heavy saturation going on here with that kind of stuff with folks, how they rolling and stuff. This thing is a nightmare, y'all. We all really got to get this thing together, y'all. That's why I said it don't make no sense if we got so much of this person. Stop texting me. Oh, now you ain't even talking about nothing, man. We said the same thing 5 minutes ago. Oh. We only have one. That's what I was saying, end up going in here, so he was. I didn't mean for that to go in like that. Yeah, y'all, it is what it is. Here we go. You see what I mean? Here, these young folks here with all this text and stuff is ridiculous. They text you and say 3 words and then text again and 3 more words instead of getting all out in one bout. You know what I mean? Come on now, stop that. I don't like to be bothered like that with no texting and carrying on. Come on now, stop texting me crazy like that. That's ridiculous. And you ain't saying that but 2 or 3 things. He said, "Okay, Darn, you need to get it right." I said, "Okay." Yeah. darn, they need to get it right. What are you talking about? These folks here with this text, and I don't know how you be seeing how folks here live on these phones. And see, that's another thing too. I don't fool with my phone like that, y'all. I have it and I take it out and put it up, and take it out and put it up. I only use it when I need it, and that's it for me. Cause I can't get caught up on it. It's just too much action. I don't know if I'm gonna respond back to that or not, cause that was enough chattering backwards and forth with that. And I know another thing too that I realized that I be doing out here on these YT streets. Shoot, I think there's certain people I'm doing too much support from, and I'm gonna back that up so that I can get around to more people and stuff too, because I'm actually not around more people, but stop with the wrong folks. Oh, Big Mama doing something here. Oh, here we go with somebody else bugging out with the eclipse and stuff and trying to hurt themselves all out in front of other people. Oh boy. Whew, I gotta definitely start covering some of these stories, y'all, because this is plenty of conversation to be had. You know what I mean? So that we can really get it, get it in. I got a whole lot of stuff, and what I need to do is I need to start writing this down here. I gotta start writing down, do my research, do my work, and put it on paper so that then when I come on here, we can really get into details. Because that stuff with Wendy Williams is something I want to touch on too. I want to touch on what's going on with her too. She is she's got a lot going on with herself as well too. And, she came down a whole lot. A lot of that stuff is about, getting older, mental health and things like that too. You know how it is. Is that a lot of that stuff that is happening to her? So we already all knew about that, and I know that her mental health issues and stuff that she's having, that stuff ain't necessarily happening to her just because she was a talk show host and doing all that kind of stuff. Life is going down the way it's going down. It don't have nothing necessarily to do with her. Because she was a talk show host. That ain't even it. Awesome. Yeah, you guys, I know that it's here winding down. I know I'm kicking it back a little easy. That's because I had this thing going earlier too. You got some folks that are kind of in and out, so we're trying to start a conversation here so that you can all get it popping. And folks got limited time on what they need to do. And I've been having too. I don't know if you're still there, Patty, or who's around, but I've been having a lot of people coming here going off about that wrench, girl. A lot of people trying to turn up about that wrench. You probably didn't. I don't know if you were in the other live that I had earlier here, but I had folks coming in pissed off about that wrench. And they got mad. You getting mad if I'm telling you that I'm going through some issues with that, and you gonna get mad about it? Like, what's that all about? Why are you upset with that? That's just what it is over here right now till I figure it out. Somebody new here. Work now. Somebody's a new YouTuber here. I didn't even see them here. I can't even say their name right. Thank you so much for coming. This is somebody definitely new. I'll say hi to them, but I don't know who this is. I didn't even see them. They've been coming way back. I guess I need some mods. No, let me stop. There ain't nothing like that. What is that? And I got some man that was telling me that he was asking me where I'm from, and I told him that I'm global, And then he said, well, I watched your videos and I got a feeling where you might be. And the whole thing is, who cares? What is the problem? And then if you watch the videos, you telling me what videos you watch, but what's the problem with that? Why would you wonder if I told you that I don't disclose that anyway? You asked me like 7 times, man. What's the problem? She says, why would people be mad? That's what happened. I got some people that was in the comment section, and some guy said, well, I'm over here and I can't even comment. Well, all right then. And then somebody else, yeah, me neither. And I don't know what you saying you neither for when you already been knowing for about a week now that I done took the wrenches and you said you were fine with it, lady. See, that's why I keep trying to tell people that y'all don't realize that, you got a lot of things that you may say. Some people may not pay attention, but see, I stay woke. You know what I mean? I stay woke and I don't understand, you got somebody that's a regular person that comes to you all the time. You knew what was up with the wrenches over a week ago, so don't try to join in with this strange new man that just popped up out of the blue. And and I didn't want to, I was gonna say something, nothing nasty, but I was gonna say, well, you know what? If this ain't the spot for you, you know what I mean? Skedaddle, because I don't know what that's all about. He was saying that, and then somebody else tried to join in, and somebody else. But why are you here though? If y'all come here. And no disrespect to nobody, I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings or be nasty, but if you came here and you needed wrenches and that's what was going to make you want to be here, then and you see that there isn't any wrenches, why are you still here then? That's what I don't know. I don't understand that. Aloha. I don't understand if you came here and you need a wrench and you don't see a wrench, why are you still here? That none of that makes any sense to me, because and with the new guy, I would explain that to him even though I don't have to. And then with the other people, y'all already knew what was up with this because we just had a discussion, and now you're trying to act, like you've brand new pair of shoes all of a sudden, trying to agree with this man. What y'all looking for here? You got wrenches, and I told everybody clearly too, no disrespect, but if you feel the way that I don't have wrenches, and when I come to your channel and and I got a wrench there, you can take it then. And it's not no tit for tat. It's just that, I don't want you to feel no kind of way. Because I had folks here too the other day that just made a big deal, like the whole live was filled with speaking about a wrench. And I'm like, what the heck happened to everybody around here? What happened? The folks that got so petty over something like that and trying to tell somebody else what to do and how to do it, and they don't understand this wasn't like a choice to try to be funny or to harm anybody or to pick and choose. This was something that I had to do because something went down. This ain't no game that nobody playing or trying to come for nobody or be shady or nothing like that. I don't understand how anybody could get that twisted up, especially if you're telling them the reason why, which you don't even have to explain. It's just weird. They done made that a big topic every time they come over here, but I don't understand though. If you came and you seen what it was and you didn't like it, why would you keep coming back? Because you needed a wrench only? So that's why you came, is just for that? That's fine then, okay. That should give you the answer. If you came over here looking for a certain something, and you can go to plenty of lives that they're going to have them, go ahead. Everyone else in the live, that's all it is. I promise you, I wanted to say that so bad. I wanted to say that so bad. And that's exactly what they came for. And you know what I don't understand though? But why would you come in this live out of millions of lives that's going all around? Why don't you go? Because people got their titles up here. Connect to connect. Connect to connect. You can easily find somebody like that. Hello, how y'all doing? Thanks for stopping in. I'm telling you, those chairs that hubby did over there, girl. I couldn't even tell. I couldn't even tell that wasn't done from a manufacturer. He hooked them chairs up. And that is a good material, especially for dining room chairs and stuff like that, because you know how even not just kids, but us grown-ups have spills with food and stuff, and that's a good texture that you get you a washcloth, a dish rag, and wipe it right on down. He restored them chairs. Oh, yes, he did. Oh, my goodness. That was such a good job there with them chairs. Oh, yes. I mean, that's why I like to do a lot of that stuff myself. And like y'all said, you save money. And then you also, doing home improvement and enjoying it too as well. Gives you skills. Absolutely, totally awesome. Yeah, we just chilling back, and I got a lot of people that's upset with some stuff. But just like you were saying, Miss Patty, that's all it is. Cause somebody had made mention that too. Well, I came here to network, and if you ain't got this up here, how am I gonna network? Well, how you gonna just pop over somebody else? You are welcome. It is cheaper, and you do just as good job. You do just a good job, a real good job. Retirement, definitely. It saves money. It's teaching you skills, and it's fun too to do stuff like that around the house. I know I enjoy them repairs and things like that. It makes sense, and it's a good thing too to be able to do that. Y'all hook them up, and like I said, I like that material too because it's easy to wipe it off. You know how it is when you're sitting down at dinner, it ain't just kids. Grown folks spill stuff all over themselves and, to get all on the chairs and stuff. So I know how that is, but you did a good job. Oh, yes, they hooked them chairs up, restored them, looking brand new, looking like sent them to a factory somewhere. Shoot, he can get hired somewhere doing that type of good work. Yes, like you just said, Patty, that's all they coming to do. That's all they coming to do. That's why they were so upset about it. And what shocked me too is though, is somebody that was here that I've been known for a while, and they just got through talking to me. And in the live when we always talking about we don't even that's not important to have that. And then they turned around and said that. So I was like, what's going on here? Everybody is really coming to chill with you just for a sole purpose, and it doesn't even make any sense because you can pick people up from anywhere. That's all you got to do too with this YT stuff is punch in what you're interested in. If you punch in what you're interested in, you're gonna find plenty of people that's interested in the same as you. You're gonna find some people that's saying connect to connect, sub for sub, and you can go all those channels and get your heart's desires. You know what I mean? I just didn't understand what that was about, And then this person too, I don't even know who they are. And I asked them, I said, are you new? I don't know you, where you came from. I wasn't being rude, I was just asking. But they just came just to network, so that's why they was acting like that, and I don't get it because you can network anywhere else. It's so weird how folks be doing all this stuff around here. Man, we got to do a lot better than this too. And I assume too that when I'm on here, I'm talking to grown folks. So I don't know, like I guess some people are just doing it just to be doing something. But I know that these are the same folks. Well, that one person was new, so I don't know what it is. But I don't do people like that. When I come to somebody's live or watch their video, I really do enjoy their content, and and that's what I come for. And I come for the host, but I like to be respectable to meet other people. But it ain't no kind of game or no hard feelings or nothing like that. We all live in this thing called life and trying to get it in. That's all we can do. But I know that folks got hot with me with that. Where's the rent? Why we ain't got it? What happened here? And I'm like, what are we doing these days? Come on, y'all. We got to come out better than that now. Make it to heaven like that, I tell you that much. Definitely ain't gonna make it like that. You're gonna need both of them crutches. Cane ain't gonna do. You know what I mean? Gotta live this thing called life. And a few times here too, I was gonna stop doing lives. You know what I mean? Because every time you get your spot, together, You got somebody else coming in bugging out. I mean, I ain't gonna let nobody stop me, but sometimes you be like, where do these people come from in the world? What is y'all trying to do? We all want to be happy and whole and win. But when you come to somebody's hangout spot and stuff like that, it's not that much to get that serious over. You know what I mean? Chill it out and go on and do your thing. Somebody just made some real good on this Instagram thing. Some real good fried corn. Ooh. But I like the way they shucked it and kept it in pieces and then fried it. Yes, and that potluck too, if she's still here, Chantirement was good too. I meant to tell you about that, sis. That was real good what you did there, and it was healthy too. That potluck, oh, that was slamming, honey. See, I'm all about that kind of stuff like that too. That potluck was slamming. Put the healthy ingredients in it and carrots and stuff. Ooh, it was good. I meant to tell you about that too, but you might have done left off already. But Chantirement, you hooked that up with that potluck. I love potlucks. And then I also too, and I like the way you season that chicken up, and I use all them same seasons that you had that you put on your chicken there. We always gotta have some of that sazon and el dobo. And I also too, I like different type of meal out of leftovers too. I remember one time here, I'm trying to think, I may be saying it wrong because I done mentioned this so many times. But I remember, I think I had one night we had steak, rice pilaf. Or what's this? I think it was steak, rice pilaf, and asparagus. And we had leftovers, so the next day nobody didn't want no more of it, so I ended up making it a soup. You know what I mean? Of course, I added a few more things to it, but I ended up making it a soup, and everybody liked it. You know what I mean? And potluck can be whatever you want to throw in it. But I ended up making it. I added in some. I obviously used the rice, but I added in some potatoes and a few other things. But it was good though. Oh yeah, that's what it is. That's what mostly everybody doing the lives for, mostly too, is for watch hours. And I promise you, I really enjoy it though. I'm gonna be honest with you, because especially since I can't be on camera, I enjoy sitting back with you guys, laughing, talking, and chilling. I really do. I really do. And I was gonna stop doing it because a lot of these unsavory characters that pop up, just like, I don't know if you noticed that somebody had popped up here a while back here, since we've been going and talking about, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, well, you're a stranger, how you doing? Oh yeah, we all ain't no we all nothing, sister. Listen, I told you, y'all don't even know what time it is. Ain't no yeah nothing. Listen. Stop. I've seen you lighting up these roads out here. What you did was you came over here and went ghost. I see you with somebody else every day. That's why I said it's all good, people on these YouTube streets, and folks be where they want to be. That's why I kept saying and clarifying that, because that's exactly what it is. You know what I mean? That's exactly why I was saying that, because people come in, and everybody got this kind of script and lie and stuff down pack on YT to make you think certain things that's not really happening. It's scripts, you know what I mean? Scripts. Yes, it's a waste of a restaurant. Like I keep saying, because even with me, like I said, I like doing the lives because I like talking and enjoying y'all commenting backwards and forth. But I can kind of, I don't want to let that go. That's my main part, is because we get to socialize. You know what I mean? Other than that, I don't even think I'd be doing it either. Because I just want to be friends and be able to have the fun, but at the same time, you just keep getting these pop-ups, and that's all these folks doing. is running over to see who you chilling with and jumping. And the thing that's so weird about it is that I don't understand why people can't make their own friends too on their own as well too. You know what I mean? Because that's how I started doing this too. I made the friends, myself. I didn't go and try to, take advantage of anybody or pretend to be your friend just to see who you sub to and then go, running off somewhere. You know what I mean? I really don't get down like that. And it's nothing wrong with if you guys are showing up at somebody else's live constantly and then y'all all become friends. That's normal, but we know the game players out here too, though. You know who's running these games. And then everybody is running down this thing and they're kind of losing their minds and losing the momentum of what real friendships is about because they're so busy chasing the dollar. And like I said before, there ain't nothing wrong with doing something that you enjoy. You know what I mean? It's awesome to be able to enjoy what you're doing and getting paid for it and hanging with your friends, but don't lose the momentum of enjoying the love and friendships that you're forming on here, and remember that it's priceless. You know what I'm saying? And I really mean that. I promise you I mean that, because that's why I do it too. And I got one woman here that she kept on saying that she's not here for this and she's not here for that. And then I just seen one of her videos, and that's what she's pushing for. She wants the money, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But you was telling folks that that's not what you was chasing, and you got to be popping it out. And once again, I told you, folks to get around here and put this fairy tale life up, and folks is laughing it up. They don't even realize that people ain't really doing what they say they doing. You can only go by what you hear them tell you. And some people, shoot, honey, they got so crazy out here that they got. I know there's one of these families, and I don't want to start talking too negative, real bad about no kind of YouTuber folks and calling nobody out or nothing. But I know they got this one family. It popped up here on YouTube and rose up real quick. And then come to find out, now everything is falling apart. People are calling them out. And the mask is coming off. People calling them out. And to be honest with you, I already knew that these folks was not, it wasn't well from the get-go. And I feel so sorry for their children. Because every bit of what I was able to read and see, not like nobody reading, writing, I'm talking about the vibe, how I know how to see through folks and stuff. I knew that those folks wasn't right. And now what's happening, everybody that they did wrong are finally coming against them and taking them to court and everything. And it's all true. Everything that's coming out is true. It ain't like nobody gossiping and nobody making up stories and hating on somebody and all that. It's all true. Because these folks that are speaking out are taking them to court for not paying them and stuff, and they're winning. That no matter what lie you want to come and tell, if there's proof, then it's not a lie. You know what I mean? It's the truth. Family came here, and then I've been noticing too, they said, and it's true, not they said, what I know, I'll say it like that. There's so many people that do anything for money. I know a lot of these folks here are getting to the point where they're having babies just to keep the YouTube going. You know what I mean? Just to keep something going, and I could never be that interested in money, that desperate for money and fame. Never. Bringing innocent lives in the world and then trying to use them for money, knowing that you can't half afford them and can't really take care of them, and you're doing it just for money. You know what I'm saying? I could never. And they got this one family, and I promise you, everything that happened with them, I'm gonna close that bag up, and I meant to bring it here. Anything that they're doing, everybody's proving it to be true, right? milk tastes good as well too. Mm-hmm. Things straighten out your divorce. Dinner or lunch. Yeah. They got a big a family that rose look to YouTube fame almost overnight, and they use God and stuff to to get this going. And now they done burned so many bridges. Now it's all falling apart, and people taking them to court left and right, and they owe a lot of people money, a lot of money. And the thing is, it's not a lie; it's all true. And I'm gonna stop chatting on here too, and let some of y'all folks go on and turn it down here, because I know I can stay going long-winded, and I don't want nobody to feel that they got to keep hanging on. Because and I know Miss Patty be chilling, and you be getting ready to when you be having your supper, then you get ready to get into bed. And then I got a couple of my other YouTubers that are all doing lives like crazy out here, everybody doing their thing. Then I got a few of my gaming bros that's setting up their game system. Bless you in Jesus' name. But yeah, pre-retirement then went off to bed. I'm gonna go silent here and see what everybody doing and peek back in. I enjoyed you too, Patty. We definitely. I got somebody to just keep texting me. This is that stuff I'm talking about. Come on. You have, and I enjoyed you too, Patty. And I promise you, I got so much stuff that I want to talk about, and I be trying to save it so I don't have to repeat it. You know what I mean? And then me and you get to talking, so I try to stay on the pace that we can go backwards and forth with it. And then I know that you start winding down at some point, because I kind of see your routine, like you get your supper and your supper, and then you'll settle in and lay back and chill in the bed and relax down for a minute. I know how that is. And with me, I'm gonna go probably maybe another half hour, and then I'm gonna shut it down too and just start fooling around here in the background. I thank you so much. You have a good one. I appreciate you. You are amazing. And I look forward to seeing what you have coming up next. And I know I definitely will see you sooner than later. And I wish you a good, blessed night. And grand risings for tomorrow. Live this thing called life and get some time with the Lord before you pass completely out. You know how that go. When I get to the point now that I got to keep saying prayers throughout every day, child, is to be able to withstand this. And I thank you so much, Patty, and I definitely, you more than, you ain't even got to thank me, sweetie. You everything. You're an awesome person. You got it going on, sis. You got it going on. I meant to tell you how pretty your smile is. I love your teeth. You're good, girl. You're good. And I enjoy, your everything you be doing over there is mad chilled for me. That, like when you be taking them walks, I do them walks like that, and I feel like I'm walking right beside of you, because I do it myself. Just get out and walk. Take your time and walk. You be getting your, exercise and cardio in, relaxing, freeing your mind, and just walking through. Amen. Pray out through the day. I promise you, Patty, we got no choice. I know I need them every minute. And I ran into a woman here today, and me and her just started talking. And just a few things I said, she said, I wish I knew this woman's name and her number so I can give it to you, Rruk, because she would need to talk to somebody like you. Just because of what I said. And how I presented myself, which is who I am. How I talk on here. She's like, you something else. She said, I wish I knew her number so that I could give it to you, because she's going through some stuff right now, and just to have you around to talk to. And I said, wow, I didn't even know, because I was just saying my regular stuff, like, how you doing, and Drive safe and take Jesus with you, and that stuff like that, for real, and that just hit her. And in a few views that I was talking about on life and death and them kind of things, and she was like, "Wow, I wish I had a way to hook her in with you, because you would be the person that probably could reach her, because everybody's having a hard time reaching this woman, because she's going through something, burying a child. You know what I mean? I didn't know how old the child was or anything, but she was going through it where she done fell apart and stuff. And just certain things that I said about the, life and death here in that brief conversation that I had with that woman. She said that you would be the one, because we believe in God and stuff, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes God will use a person when you ain't listening to him right. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm gonna let you take it on in there, Patty. And I'm gonna go probably about maybe another half hour, and I'll just probably go on silent and chill, and you go on and get you some rest. And we'll definitely get back together here sooner than later. Blessings to you and your whole family. Love you, sis, and I really appreciate your time. I really, really, these are the hugs that I need in my life from positive, strong women that's God fearing and that's really, really good family oriented people. But I definitely see you sooner than later. And I'll be here. I'm gonna go quiet, maybe another half hour, then I'm gonna be out.